More now on our breaking story. 2 new arrests in the Brian Stow beating case and the apparent exoneration of Giovanni Ramirez, the first man picked up and locked up back in May. With us now, criminal defense attorney Daniel Perlman, and you're also a former prosecutor. First question out of the gate, how could investigators get this so wrong?
Well, I think you had a lot of media attention, you had this horrible beating, and everybody was eager to put a name to it, put a face to it. We run into a lot of aggressive police investigations in my line of work, sometimes overzealous. Here, because he was on probation, parole, he's subject to search at any time, and so it was very easy to get him into custody. And the police chief's statement, being that he's sure he's got the right man.
We got our man.
We got our man, exactly.
So
it's unfortunate. He was trying to satisfy the public. Well,
let's talk about now they have 2 men in custody. How can we be sure that they've now gotten their men?
Well, I think they've used the word that the charges have been dropped, that he's exonerated from these charges. I think it's clear that they know that they have the right people now. I don't know, they're not releasing what the investigation entailed, but they found who they believe are the right subjects. They wouldn't have dismissed these charges against him if they didn't know it.
This case against Giovanni Ramirez was based hugely on eyewitness accounts. You as a defense attorney, were you scratching your head, and as a former prosecutor, you were like, this isn't going anywhere?
Well, it doesn't mean it's not going anywhere. A lot of cases end in plea bargains, and sometimes a defendant like him would be feel compelled to plea out on the case, particularly since he's already on probation or parole. Yeah, but I was concerned. Eyewitness identification is inherently unreliable. It's been shown over and over again, and yet law enforcement and prosecutors tend to rely on it very heavily still. Okay, let's talk about last question here and quickly answer this. Does he have grounds to sue the LAPD? That's a tough question. If he wasn't already on parole or probation, I would say that he'd been in custody all this time and there was some kind of police mistake or overzealous prosecution, then perhaps he would. It's not really my area, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are some attorneys and him exploring that soon.
All right, Daniel Perlman, thank you very much. Coming up from San Diego to be here with us tonight, we certainly do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Christine.